All right, welcome to J Sports, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, of course, Jason O'Neal. That's why it's called J Sports. Now, I know this is late, but, yes, it is Friday, but I got to go over the Cowboys OT win against them Patriots. Tom Brady's former time. Bill Belichick's still there. The Cowboys rally in overtime to beat the Patriots 35-29. This was a great finish for them. They get a pick six in the last 15 to 20 seconds. The pick six by Trevon Diggs. Then the very next play, Casey gets absolutely cooked, just beat, takes a terrible angle. It's not Trevon Diggs' fault. It's of course completely on KZ. Cowboys get the ball and march into the field goal range. We get a penalty on Connor Williams for unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not sure where that happened. They didn't see it. They didn't show it. Nothing. There was nothing on the replay. So I want to know genuinely, where was that penalty? Then they get the field goal from 49 yards because Dak hit CeeDee for 24 on third down. To put him in field goal range. Now, then, in overtime, we got to stop. Dak finds CeeDee Lamb, 35 yards, a walk-off winner. Boom, baby. That was insane. They took it to overtime. Now, it was a wild game for sure. The refs, I'll just talk about them, as always, were absolutely terrible. I mean, it was just beyond awful. We get 12 penalties for 113 yards for the Cowboys, 5 for 47 for the Patriots. There were multiple missed calls on both sides. For example, Anthony Brown got away with a hand to the face on this one. Now, even if they had lost this game, it can't just be on the officials. Yes, we can boo the officials all we want, but we had way too many bad calls and mistakes from the Cowboys' own personnel, like Mike McCarthy, that got them in this one. Because, look, the fact that they fell asleep in the first quarter, woke up in the second, somewhat stayed awake in the third, they allowed 15. This game should never have gone to overtime. Right now, the Cowboys have never been to overtime since 2018. But either way, it shouldn't have been. Now, let's talk Dak Prescott. Let's talk about him. He played a good game, but he wasn't great. Not great, not perfect. He played okay. He played a bit above okay. He did good. The 2 turnovers in the red zone were in fact, very brutal. Now, the touchdown sneak, he scored on third down. Here's the thing, right? I just got to say this. It has been 2 effing games where Dak scores and the officials don't give him the call that every single other quarterback gets. But okay, for most of this game, Prescott was good, just not great, right? When it mattered, Prescott stepped up. He went 3 and 25. You go 3 and 25. You hit CeeDee Lamb for 24 yards to give the team a chance to ice it. 1st and 10 in Patriots territory. You get a 35-yard touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. But the Cowboys needed to finish more in the red zone. You can't just leave that many points on the board like that. You gotta do something. This game could have been over really early. It could have been probably over at the beginning of the third quarter, the middle of the third quarter, if they'd finished drives. The drives. They were the better team here, but still, it just wasn't great. 500 or 700 yards of offense to 335. They just could have done better. Now, the running game, let's talk about it because it was actually very, very quiet for this one, I would say. Zeke and Pollard both averaged about 4.1 yards per carry. That final couple drives and especially the last overtime drive, they kind of woke up there. But I mean, 4.1, that's way below. They've done 6, 7, 5.7, even higher. Zeke had a longer run, and he was far more impactful in the game. 7 receptions with 50 yards. Pretty good, I would say. Not great, not perfect, but still good. I think that's the theme of Sunday's game, last Sunday's game. Now let's talk the defense. Let's begin with Mac Jones. Look, the ground game was good for the Patriots. Damian Harris had 18 carries for 101 yards and a touchdown. Okay, there we go. Mac Jones's numbers look all right. They looked all right on Sunday. 15 for 21 and 229, a touchdown and an interception. Overall, the Cowboys defense wasn't really good. It wasn't there, especially in the second and third quarter. They allowed 14 in the first. They did okay in the second, 0. That's pretty good, but they didn't do much. And just about 15 in the third. I want the Cowboys to do more. The Patriots aren't that great of a team. Are they good? Yes, but they're not the best team they're gonna face in the NFL. Brady and Gronkowski aren't there to help them cheat anymore. It's just good old Belichick. So they needed to do more, and I needed to see more out of the defense. Just in my opinion, in this game, they shouldn't have played this okay when they can do better. Just ask the Giants, who got demolished and beat pretty badly by the Cowboys. Now, we need more consistency moving forward from our defense. Now, let's look at two big players. Randy Gregory, he did awesome. 3 tackles, a sack, a TFL, tackle for loss, which was a key forced fumble. So that was actually pretty great. Trevon Diggs, he did it again! Oh, hell yeah! Another interception with a touchdown. Look, the Patriots, so good, 6 interceptions on the year. He's got what? Let's see. 10? Altogether in or maybe more. So he's done really well. But the Patriots scored a 75-yard TD. It looked like it was off of and because of Trevon Diggs, but it's not his fault. That's more a red zone or like man match type of coverage. Casey, the free safety, is there as your deep safety in the zone. Diggs undercut it, but DeMonte Casey has to force the tackle, not just run, like right by Kendrick Bourne. You're gonna run by him, he's gonna get to the end zone. And guess what? DeMonte Casey let it happen. Okay? Whatever, right? So I don't blame Trevon Diggs for that, but I'm happy he got his 6th interception. Let's go for 1-2 more this weekend, Trevon. Let's go, Diggs. Tyron Smith, I want to talk about him. He actually left the game early, but then he came back, though, right? He came back, but with an ankle injury. Now, it was not a big moment there, thank God, but it's not as bad as what it could have been, what I thought it was. We just have to see how he's doing on this Sunday, if he's even going to be a part of the game time coverage. Maurice Kennedy, there was a concussion protocol in the second half. We hope he will be okay for sure. CeeDee Lamb, let's talk about him. He had 2 touchdowns, 11 targets, 9 receptions, 149 yards, 2 scores, and again, topped it all off with a side of whipped cream by the game winner in overtime, with Lamb with a little drag down the middle to the end zone. Boom. They win, baby. Amari Cooper. I'm just excited. Not great, but he made a couple of key pickups. 5 catches, 55 yards. Jerron Kearse, the one and only. He had 5 tackles, 1 TFL. That was key, actually. And 2 quarterback hits. He almost went home twice in that one. Quite impressive there for him. and he's earned more playing time as a result of this and other plays he's had in the past 5 weeks. Now the Cowboys are now 5-1. Hoo-wee! The Cowboys gonna play next Sunday against the Vikings, and guess what? I'm excited for that. That's gonna be a really good game. So I'm excited to see how they're gonna do. I will give you my preview analysis coming up in the week, and we've got a special guest coming onto the podcast, Mr. Oscar Josue Montiel. That's right, our good friend Oscar Montiel will be on, and instead of just being a guest host, a co-host, he's gonna be interviewed, baby. All right, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of that game with the Cowboys, and we will see you in the next preview.